nearly $1 billion. If you're having a hard time figuring out what you would do with that much money, it's okay. I'll give you a shorter, maybe a smaller portion to work with and think about. How about $1,000? It's our stimulus check. $1,000 coming up from Jacobs Financial in about a little less than 10 minutes now. 10:03 on News Radio Wood 1300 and 106.9 FM. We'll be giving you a chance to win right before the Glenn Beck program starts. Check our headlines first. But Dave from Party World is on the phone with us right now. Dave, we appreciate you being here with us today, man. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's lottery fever. This thing has been climbing up. And I think part of it is look, with all the news and all the craziness that's been going on recently, we probably need a little bit of a distraction. And this is it. Jackpots are near $1 billion, which is like hard for me to like even fathom. I think I can figure out how to spend it though. I could figure that part out. But the $1 billion jackpot, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I provide that service for anybody that wins. If they want to don't spend it, they can come talk to me. I'll give them some ideas.
Yeah, you got some. Now you've actually had this happen before. You guys have quite a few jackpot winners that win that buy their tickets at your shop and they actually come back and sometimes end up giving you guys some too, don't they?
That's never happened.
No?
I don't know.
No,
but they all do still shop here. And they're all great people. So,
oh, you're telling me they never slid you a little something extra, a little tip or something like that?
I've never seen it.
Oh my goodness!
But
all right,
we're willing to accept any gifts or offers that anybody winning $850 million would get.
Well, I was
you're talking. They're going to walk away right around $400 million cash.
It's incredible. What are the two different jackpots we're looking at?
$850 on the Mega for tonight, and $730, I believe, is Powerball for tomorrow. Yeah. So there are two different jackpots, two different nights of drawings. Should I play both or pick one? And you've seen people win. So are there strategies that work the best for this? Well, the best strategy is to say easy picks because it's quick.
Yeah.
And the computer's going to randomly pick the winner eventually, no matter what. And the lucky four-leaf clover. That's the strategy I go with.
So tell me the story behind the four-leaf clover.
My brother-in-law, Dan, the owner, Dan Beacons, he was out behind the store clearing some brush.
Yeah.
He looked down and he found this four-leaf clover all by itself. And he picked it and brought it in and said, hey, we're going to have some good luck. And right after that, we started selling big jackpot winners. So it's it's something that everybody insists on touching and rubbing their tickets on. And I say our track record is, it hasn't hit a brick wall yet because we just had a $110,000 winner 3 months ago, and it was actually one of our own employees. That's incredible.
Dave, hang on the phone because I'm gonna do a little bit of an after show with you. The show here on the radio is now over. You can go check out the podcast, or you can follow us over to Facebook, Twitter. We're online there at Mr. Justin Barkley. Get the good news they don't want you to hear. Go and get my good newsletter, justinbarkley.com/good news, justinbarkley.com, so we can make sure we stay in touch. We'll be right back on over on Facebook with Dave if you want to follow us over there. Going Back program is coming up next. Got a shot at $1,000 of our own stimulus for you. Jacobs Financial. That's right after the headlines. All right, Dave, I'm still here with you. This is this four-leaf clover story. This is, it may sound like, just some story, but this has actually happened and people are winning big money. In fact, an employee won $100,000. That's incredible. So does the store get a cut of this money though from the lottery when people win? Is there some sort of advantage to that? Well, yeah, there's a percent, but it's capped at, I believe, $2,000 is the most for any ticket. Oh, that's ridiculous. Unless it's the jackpot. Okay. And the jackpot we get on the Powerball and Mega Millions jackpot. If we sell the jackpot, we get $50,000. Wow. And that's the most that you can get in our state for anything. So even on $1 billion ticket?
It doesn't matter. It's capped at 50,000. But the generosity of the winner is not capped. They can.
That's right. There you go. I like you. I like the way you're thinking. If I won $1 billion, I don't know. Where would you start? I've seen people talk about that. Have you had like major jackpot winners that had to come in and like go talk to a lawyer, an attorney, things like that? Have they had to like completely change their life around as far as having to get ready to deal with all that money?
Yeah, we have one of our favorite winners. I'm not going to tell you her name because she's in here literally every day that there's a jackpot. She went and seen her financial planner at her work before she claimed her jackpot.
Yeah.
And one thing they'll tell you, no matter how much they take out in taxes that first go around, they're going to take more the following year on April 15th. So,
really? They take more money the next.
Yeah. I'm going to say the guy that won the $2 million jackpot a few years back, he was telling me just a couple weeks ago that he ended up with 930, I believe. And then the following year, they almost took another 100,000 in tax. So,
wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I guess you got to plan for that. You know, you got a situation that you just got to work. Would you need security?
I don't know. Just tell anybody. That's the main thing. I mean, if no one knows you got anything after you.
Do they have to tell people like when they go to Lansing and claim this thing? I mean, did they have to sign something where they make their name public or no?
Mega Millions and Powerball, I believe you have to give up your name, but I imagine with COVID and everything, they could go. You go get your picture taken with a mask on. It's going to know it's you.
Yeah.
You tell them you're
yeah.
What do you call that? You got a phobia of germ. You're germophobic.
Yeah.
You can't get your picture taken.
I like that, Dave. And the other thing is thinking about this is, hey, keep your social distancing. 6 feet, people, 6 feet.
Yeah. Well, and I got a pretty common name. I don't know. There's probably 500 in Michigan alone. So if they said the cast, you won the Powerball, and then they came back party world, and I'm still working here. They're like, oh, he didn't win. Would you
still work? That's a good question. How many of these lotteries that you've talked to, how many of them do they continue working? Would you still work your job if you won the lottery?
Well, I have a fun job. So like you, I know you job tremendously.
Yeah.
So I would still work. I don't have to work. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be here for 40 to 60 hours a week. I'd be here maybe 20.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You
do something.
Mm-hmm. What's your part of your job at the party world?
My customers are part of the job.
Mm-hmm.
We have the most awesome customers in the world by far.
Yeah.
They drive past other stores to come here, and we appreciate them.
Yeah, that's a thing at the party world. Now, if you want to go out there, by the way, it's maybe more than just a 4-leaf clover, but people are coming by to buy lottery tickets. I'm sure today and then tomorrow. So tonight is the Mega Millions, is that right? And then tomorrow the Powerball.
Yes.
Okay. And close.
And they're independent games. A lot of people get the misconception that they're linked somehow, but they're not. So they don't go up the same amount every week or every drawing like you would think. They're totally on how much sales they ring in for that day, and that's how I calculate the next jackpot. So
incredible. What do you if they don't get a winner this time around? This has got to be crazy.
Oh.
How high do you think that jackpot's going to get?
I believe they'll be old. I believe Mega will be over $1 billion, but Powerball will be just shy.
850 million is what Mega's sitting at right now.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Our friend John Gonzalez, I know, is doing a story on it too. So,
do you think John's going to win that money?
He sure tries. He just like you and me. He's trying.
You tell Gonzo
I thought he'd still work.
What do you think he'd buy if he were gonna win that money? What's Gonzo's like first thing on his list?
I bet you he would buy his own brewery.
Yeah, I could.
He'd love to own his own brewery.
I could see that happening. Gonzo's brewery.
Michigan brewery.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see him doing that. Speaking of which, David Party World, a beer a day. Dave, I just saw this news and I thought you might like it. A beer a day may keep the doctor away. They did this study,
I'm
I
an
guess.
Overachiever.
Spanish study, the study of 1,249 men and women over the age of 57 found those who drank moderate amounts of ale and lager reduced their risk of high blood pressure and diabetes. And with beer containing folic acid, vitamins, iron, and calcium, research has claimed it has the same health benefits already attributed to moderate wine drinking. However, researchers said moderation was the key. So you got to make sure you're going to moderate there. I don't know if you're doing that moderation or here.
Oh, yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Post COVID, it's going to be more. Actually, that's kind of fun because like the coming out right now and the ones that are so hot are the ones with lower alcohol right now.
Really? So, why do you think that is? What's that trend about?
It's a new trend because the seltzers kind of brought everybody on alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these new beers, like the Lighthearted from Bell's, my good buddy Larry down there, he's brewing a 3.7% IPA. And then, of course, we know our favorite all-day IPA is only 4.5%.
Yeah.
It's trying to give you the flavor, but not all the buzz.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I've never really got into those seltzers. I don't know. I mean, I know they're popular, but it's just not something that I've gotten too much into, the flavored stuff, things like that. What is it like the thing that's flying off your shelves right now? What's the biggest other than the lottery tickets?
Well, seltzer's still huge. Yeah. It is still big, but a lot of the it's all, like Parent has a low carb, low calorie IPA that's really good too.
Yeah.
It's called Low Rise. So they got one. I think, I'm trying to think, New Holland has a new one. Saugatuck has one. Dogfish Head has one. That seems to be the trend that's going right now. It's the low alcohol IPAs. And the reason why they do that is because they can hop it, and the hops give you the flavor, but not the alcohol.
Dave from Party World on Alpine is one of the luckiest places on the face of the planet where they've got their 4-leaf clover there. And of course, you come in and buy your lottery tickets and you're almost guaranteed. I can't say guaranteed. That's probably wouldn't be legal, but you're almost guaranteed to win over like almost $1 billion for each of these Mega Millions and for the Powerball. A lot of folks excited about this, and we're looking at what the possibilities are. You said our good friend John Gonzalez would buy a brewery. That seems about right. I could see him doing that. Yeah, I could see him.
I'm going to text him as soon as we hang up, and I'm going to ask him because he's either going to do that or I know he's talked about buying someplace south. Now that he's an empty nester.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Pam are empty nesters. They're talking about, having someplace to go south, I'm sure. Maybe a Michigan-themed brewery in Mexico. That would go over.
I could see that happening too. What would be the big first purchase for you if you won $1 billion?
Easy. My wife a new truck.
She needs a new truck, huh?
She needs a new truck.
Yeah. Did she have her eye on any certain model or any certain kind?
She likes that little Chevy Blazer they got up there at Sparta Chevy. She loves that one.
That's a good one. We appreciate it. Well, listen, I gotta run. I'm getting kicked out apparently of the studio. But I'll tell you what,
you didn't get rolled.
Listen, when I win this lottery, man, I'm going to buy the place. How about that?
Well, why don't you buy something that's more fun for both of us?
Well, I don't listen. Maybe I'll buy something else too. But I like my job. I like what I do.
I love my job. I love the people I deal with.
I do too,
I love everything about it.
I think that's. I think I'll tell you this: you're already richer than you could ever imagine when you love what you do. Each day is filled with treasure. Here's another job before I let you go, and I'll just run this past you and see if you think you might enjoy it, because they are hiring, Dave. Dave from Party World on Alpine. Oscar Mayer hiring to drive its Wienermobile across the country.
Fun fact, I've been in the Wienermobile. We had a girl that I coached on my softball team.
Yep.
Had the hookup, and the whole softball team was able to ride in the Wienermobile.
Isn't that something?
So
and how was it? Was it everything you always dreamt of?
Nope. It's scary.
It really was, huh? Yeah.
I think I'll pass. That's a hard pass for Dave.
Hard passing on the Wienermobile. All right. Dave from Party World on Alpine, we appreciate you being here and hanging out with us the after show today. Again, get more of the good news. The good news they're not telling you. Go online. You go to justinbarclay.com/good news. justinbarclay.com/good news, and we'll stay in touch, because no matter what happens here with the social media, it's going to be crazy over the next few days. Also with the lottery, holy cow, the Mega Millions and the Powerball jackpot. Play those numbers, go see Dave, and keep us in mind. Remember us, right, Dave?
Right. We don't need much. Our needs are simple.
Just a new truck for Dave's wife, and I would think a couple of things. Dave, we appreciate you, brother. Make it a great day.
You bet. Thank you. Take care.
Have a good one. God bless, folks. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 9:06 on West Michigan Live.